Good day everyone. So by the way, my name is Daniel Jake D. Huli, second year BS Criminology. And for today's video, we will discuss the function between the hardware that we choose. So without a further ado, let's start. So the first hardware that we choose is what we call mouse. So mouse, a computer mouse is a handheld hardware input device that controls the cursor in a GUI and can move and select the text, icon, files, and folder. So that's the function of the mouse. So the second hardware that we choose is what we call keyboard. So this is keyboard. So a computer keyboard is an input device used to enter characters and function into the computer system by pressing buttons or key. It is the primary device used to enter text. A keyboard typically contains keys for individual letters, numbers, and special characters, as well as keys for specific function. So that's the function of keyboard. So the third hardware that we choose is the power supply. So this is the power supply. So the purpose of a mains power supply is to convert the power delivered to its input by the sinusoidally alternating mains electricity supply into power available and its output in the form of a smooth and constant direct voltage. So that's the purpose and function of power supply. So our fourth hardware is what we call thermal piece. So this is what look like. And the function of thermal piece is to help transfer heat away from the CPU and into the heat sink. The heat sink then expel the heat away from the hardware. This keeps the CPU cool, especially when it's hard to work processing. So that's the function of thermal piece. The hardware, what we call this monitor, is responsible for reading and visually displaying or exporting data values that it receives from sensor. These include the following sensor type, battery data, or portable computers. So our sixth hardware that we choose is what we call the cooling fan or the cool fan. So the function of the cooling fan is to flow cooler air into the computer to cool the hot circuitry, particularly the CPU. In a desktop, the fan is typically a part of the power supply and draws air through it, helping to keep that part of the computer cool. So that's the function of cooling fan. So the seventh hardware device that we choose is the what we call headphone or headset. So the function of the headphone is that connects to a telephone or computer, allowing the user to talk and listen while keeping their hands free. Headsets are commonly used in a technical support and customer service center and allows the employee to talk to a customer while typing information into a computer. So that's the function of the headphone or headset.